Certainly another thing that they've told us is having a hope and vision for the future, so having plans for what they want to do. All pretty normal things that most of us have in life, I think you'll see. And that recovery starts when someone notices that something is wrong and that they realise, that they realise that something is wrong. So really that acceptance of the illness. For some people that took the form of having a significant person in their life actually say to them, hey look, you're mad or you're crazy, you know. It really needed something like that to shock them into saying, well, there is something wrong. So there was that aspect of it for some people. The recovery was very gradual and also had lots of ups and downs, and it was sometimes slow, was pretty consistently found. Also that there are recoveries, not just one recovery. You just don't automatically become recovered. There's, you have a series of recoveries. It's really you recover from lots of different things. It's not just one recovery. Doing things and keeping oneself busy and being able to maintain stress is important. It was pretty clear that the healthcare system was not supportive, and things like music and poetry and relaxation methods and meditation and exercise were very helpful factors. A lot of people found, that writing down their experiences was really good, and engaging in music and just having all those sorts of things for relaxation. They also found that their own personal qualities and their own past life experiences is what helped them cope with their illness and its limitations. So their own coping mechanisms that they had before, their strengths about themselves helped them. And spiritual aspects were very important. There were a lot of people saying they needed to have faith in something that, and it wasn't necessarily religious, although religion, organised religion was important for some people. That wasn't the total spiritual phenomena. And some people had humour as being really important. And I've got that down there as the Oz phenomena, the Australian phenomena, because I was just wondering about this with Australians. Australians have this quirky way of making fun and sort of joking about a lot of things that I think is different to Americans and different to British. It's almost being able to laugh at yourself, that's something that's pretty well embedded in our culture. And a lot of people spoke about that, being able to laugh at their craziness and have other people laugh at it was important for them. It sort of lightened it. But anyway.
I would just like...
Irish.
Okay. I would just like to emphasize one of the things about the health professional. And I think one of the messages we are getting is the understanding health professional, the understanding their sort of craving for a health professional is not understanding the illness, not understanding the diagnosis of schizophrenia, but understanding the person behind the illness and the power struggle. Okay. Recovery is all about altering the power balance between the illness and the person. When they realize that we are capable of understanding them as a person and their capacity to be on top of the illness, they see us as more helpful to them rather than a hindrance.
Certainly health professionals is talking to them about illness or understanding all that sort of stuff didn't come out as being important. These are some of the things that when we asked consumers about their definition of recovery, that they told us. So when we said to them, what is recovery for you? What do you understand recovery to be? This is what they'd said. That total recovery is coming to terms with a particular situation, to be at peace with yourself and to be happy and contented. Other people said it had a lot to do with attitude. Another person had said, if you are feeling a certain way, you have to say to yourself that you feel like this because you are on the road to recovery. And you need to say good on you, that you are doing the right thing. So giving themselves a pat on the back that what they were doing was right. That you have to treat yourself right. The the fact of actually admitting the problem and accepting it was recovery for some people. Recovery as a process. One person had said when they first recovered that they thought that it was having a job and going out and enjoying themselves and having money in their pocket and things like that, or being able to drive the car, you know, relating with other people. But over the past 10 years that had changed for him, saying it was because of the pain that I have been through. I now have a perspective in life, it is a new perspective in life. It is deeper, richer, internal life. An appreciation of other people, more aware of how suffering affects people, and more compassionate, more in control. And recovery is judged by who you are as a person. So that's what one person had said recovery was for them. Another, that you have been healed, but the illness is still there. There is a spiritual realm. There is a clarity of vision that you didn't have before. Another person said stopping the noise and having energy and being happy. Happiness is the key to recovery. That you have to change your thought patterns. Another person said it's when people reverse the cycle of illness, when you can control yourself better. It doesn't mean that you don't hear voices, it's just that you learn to cope better. Another person had said, for me it is like climbing a big hill of recovery and getting to the top. And then another had said, I had to accept that I was mad, and then I started my recovery. So they're the general themes that we've had so far on what people have said, you know, their definition of recovery.
You have to realize our task when we said that we want a consumer-led definition of recovery. It's going to be an interesting exercise how to digest all this and put into a succinct way, whether it is possible at all. Hopefully we might have more dialogue with consumers to advise us how to condense it a bit better.
Yeah, our concern is that we have 42 people so far and we're aiming for 60, and we'll have 42 different definitions. But I guess that... Huh?
Your tree will sort it out.
The tree will sort it out. No, the tree won't sort that out. But if we have 42 definitions, I guess that tells us a lot about what consumers think about recovery, though, and that's important. Okay, this is the breakdown in age for the 42 that we have interviewed so far. That's 54% within this category, 14% here, and 31% have been over 40 years of age. %72% have been male, the rest female, so predominantly male population.